And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 61, matchbox light.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Boyle. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready? Mike 29. Got to do better. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, wahoo!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Topper! Hey, exit.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6-rounder from Maryland. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Second and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Jones. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
218, chop it. Check safety, check safety. Check 52. 36, 36. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready? 70, Indy. It's a slant. Go. Be ready. Be ready. Let's go.
Now Gallman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Score! Score! No! No! Motion! Yo, Jackrabbit, come on! Ready?
This is Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Go! Look at me! Go! Get it!
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha.
Jones. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
First throw now for the backup Kessler. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
The field position game such an... overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Check nickel. Hey, Sam off. Hey. Here comes to me, it's me. Fight.
Here's Allen. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm going back to you. Hey, Hayward. Mark 50. I got him. Check 31. Leo. Deep rip.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go. 31's the mic. Nice, sweetheart.
Kessler wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch tight. Rock it. Check. Hey, do. Check. Switch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Watch the run. Hey, high 7. 4-7 the mic. We ain't giving them nothing today. No. Mike's 47.
On third down, Kessler. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 3, check 3, check. Come.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap. Kessler. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with Allen. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Check. Fresno. Deep river.
On third down, it's Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. This is Allen. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shoot! Watch the 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Jones going to throw again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Mike 50. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Record.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. He's got his man. This is Tate. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Sam off. Yes, yes.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jones now operating from the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Leo.
Now a toss play. Allen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
You ain't got nothing. Jim. Big Ed. Yep. Rock it. You got motion man right there. Let's go. Get set.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Cut. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Kill. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
15 line. Hey, exit. Mike 29.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
To throw is Kessler. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. This is Jones. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Let's get it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Alpha.
My 50, my 50. You're not ready. You're not ready.
My 50, my 50, my 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Allen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
My 50, my 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Go. Hard. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
50, Mike.
Fair.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Allen, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Check.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike's 50.
Right here. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. My switch. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Allen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Buck Allen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Kessler on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
Come on, set.
2nd and 11
Gator.
at the 37-yard line.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Get it.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us?